Professor Harold Hill, the Music Man, spoke of the electric thrill he once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great Creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. That day is today for my channel, friends. I've got two huge pieces of news. First, I'm finally doing a King James debate, and I need your help. Second, I just received word this very day that my King James Parallel Bible site is going to print with Lexham Press. I'll talk about each topic in turn, but in reverse order. New Lexham title, then the debate and the appeal for help. First, the King James Parallel Bible. I began working on this site in the spring of 2017. I had heard countless times from King James defenders that the critical text of the Greek New Testament and the Textus Receptus were massively different. I wanted to see for myself if this was true, and I wanted to put all those differences on display for English speakers. I wanted this site to be just the facts, ma'am. I also wanted to work with critical text and TR proponents to produce it. I believe I succeeded in my first goal, but I really struggled with the second. I just couldn't get TR guys to work with me on the site, though a few did endorse the site in various ways, including Chuck Surratt and Robert Truelove. When the site was finally completed in 2019 with the help of some excellent volunteers and one bad one who mixed up some chapters in one gospel, I didn't have a YouTube channel. It took me several more years to get around to talking about the site on the channel. New Testament textual criticism is just not the focus here. But when I did talk about the site, I suddenly started getting the same feedback over and over. Can I get this in print? When are you going to put this into print? The answer is soon. The project has been professionally edited, including especially the chapters that were mixed up. And they will, Lord willing, go into Logos and then into print in a beautiful edition that I think will be useful to people on both sides of the King James aisle. I'm actually hopeful that some King James only schools will adopt it as a textbook. I hope, too, to get endorsements from both sides of the aisle. I want this project to be a place of common ground, a place for rebuilding some Christian unity that's been lost among conservative brothers. Watch for this new book sometime in 2025. I think it's going to look stupendous. My friends at Lexham are top-notch. Also in 2025, they should be releasing my next regular book, King James Words You Don't Know, You Don't Know. It's with my editor now. Now to the debate. I've long felt that I would do at least one debate before retiring from public engagement over the King James. I see it as a capstone to my popular work on this topic. The day has come. I've rejected several invitations over the years from guys who I just thought were so extreme or odd or uncharitable that I just recoiled at the thought of public discussion with them. Joe Shakor, who's most definitely not in that bad group, once said to me that he'd rather do a discussion with me than a debate. That too might happen someday. I really liked that comment from him. I want to feel that I share some key common ground with my debate opponent. I want to feel that we're in the common pursuit of truth. I want to see a King James only defender listen hard to my viewpoint the way I've listened to theirs. The other guys who wanted to debate me just didn't show any evidence that they could listen to me without the twisted ears of ideology blocking their ability to understand. I want someone with whom I can have a real conversation, genuine give and take. Such a man has come to stand in the gap, my friends. His name is Dan Hafley. He's one of the founding members of the King James Bible Research Council. Dan and I have been having pointed but cordial discussion over email and on the phone for some time now. He's won my trust and his goodwill, though we of course disagree over some serious matters, and that's why we're having a debate. The debate will take place Monday evening, October 21st at Dayspring Bible College in Mundelein, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. The college is 40 minutes from O'Hare. The KJBRC is the major sponsor, I hope that's the right word, of this event. Details are going to appear on their blog soon, I think. I just officially agreed to this today, and I need your help. I will have travel and lodging costs to cover. I tend to appeal for funds only when the need for them spikes, and it's doing so now. If I could get 35 people to be on the $5 a month, membership tier here on YouTube, I could cover my costs in just a few months. I have reason to believe that a debate will reach people that my videos will never reach. I believe I understand those people who just won't listen to me, if they even hear of me at all. They hear that I'm the guy who says the King James is impossible to read. That's the way I'm described among King James onlyists. And of course, such an obviously silly position is easy to dismiss. Why bother listening to such a fool and an enemy? But debates somehow get people listening. I'm praying that my simple biblical message, edification requires intelligibility, will impact hearts and minds for years to come through this debate. Would you help me reach the Christians God already knows will be willing to listen, even if they don't know that they're willing? You'll be helping brothers who are overtaken in a complicated fall that is hard to get out of without that help. I don't need your help with the New Testament edition. If you find it useful, buy it. If not, no problem. But $5 a month will feed a starving King James onlyist. Will you help?